Thank you for joining me live from the grooming table. I am Amy Lee, certified professional pet groomer since 2003, but it is absolutely my pleasure to share with you the secrets of the pet grooming industry so you can provide the same level of quality care for your beloved pets at home as I provide right here in my grooming salon to my client pets. Welcome to Go Groomer. It is so awesome to see you guys. Look at you. Look at the love, look at the energy and the wonderful awesomeness in this chat. That's you guys. So glad to have you here. One of my goals right here on my YouTube channel is to bring a new voice to the pet grooming industry, and that is one that includes pet owners as valuable consumers and not just pet groomers. With so many people seeking valuable knowledge in order to groom their dogs at home, having a place to learn proper dog grooming techniques and receive professional advice on tools, products, and where to get them is essential. And that is why I created this YouTube channel for you and your pets, my friends. Welcome to Go Groomer on YouTube and happy Monday. Tonight's topic is you should never groom your own dog. What's the matter with you? Huh? You're not qualified to be your dog's groomer. You'll hurt your dog if you try to groom it yourself. Why would you want to groom your dog anyway? How does that make you feel, my friends? That's pretty awful. And I can't even believe those words just came out of my mouth. It's terrible. I can't even stand to hear myself say it. I hear these comments thrown around aiming straight at pet owners. I hear it a lot. And it actually just happened this week in our Facebook group, and it hit me like a knife too. So trust me, guys, it irritates me. It infuriates me. Of course you can groom your own dog. You have all proved that you can groom your own dog yourself because you don't let negative people steal your sunshine from you, do you? You wanted to, you set out to do it, you gained the knowledge, and you did it. And it's your sunshine, and you shine on, my little friends. I'm so proud of you. Yes, there's a lot to understand before you should even consider grooming your own dog, which is why almost, 300 of you purchased my dog grooming mini course that was designed for pet owners and the very, very beginner pet groomer. 300 of you purchased that course. That tells me people are seeking the knowledge that they need, and they're getting it. They're paying for it, and they're getting it because they want to do it right. That course was made specifically for you and your pet to help you groom your dog at home. And if you're interested in my mini dog grooming course, you know you can still purchase it. I have it linked in the description below. Go check it out. It's there for you. I created it for you because you asked me to. And you guys are just knocking it out of the park. I gotta tell you, this topic is a tough one for me, but actually I'm very glad that we're talking about it. There are 183 of you who paid to be channel members of Go Groomer here on YouTube. 183 of you. You're channel members. You receive professional dog grooming consultations exclusively with me and other channel members, many of which are professional groomers themselves. So what an awesome community that is. But you guys paid for that. Why would you pay $199 to purchase my basic dog grooming mini course? Why would you do that? Why would you pay $4.99 a month to be a Go Groomer channel member? Why would you do that? Why are you purchasing professional dog grooming tools, products, and equipment to groom your dog at home? What's the matter with you? What are you thinking? Why are you doing this? Because all of this is the right way to learn to groom your dog yourself. And just for that, you're all getting a big old fat salute. I swear I'm so proud of you. So I am saluting all of you dog-loving, home grooming people out there who take the proper steps to learn to groom your dog yourself and take pride in signing on as your dog groomer's groomer. Shine on, my dear friends. Don't stop. Don't stop. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh, I need to calm down. So Don't let others stomp on your hopes and aspirations, guys, okay? You set out to groom your own dog. You wanted to do it. You're gaining the knowledge. You're gaining the experience. If you want to commit to becoming your dog's groomer, there's nobody else who is more dedicated to your dog than you. And to those who dispute that,
you can't handle the truth.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard. And we're gonna have to work at this every day.
There is no easy way, no matter what I do.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? What do you want? What do you want?
I'm sorry, we seem to be having some technical difficulties.
I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance. Don't start what you can't finish!
You take my very breath away, I swear. Look at this.
Oh, Carol, your hair is so pretty. Who doing your hair? Excuse me?
That old woman got the strength of any man.
You gotta let me go. Cause to spend my license been suspended here. You ain't doing nothing. I know you wish you was going home though, but I'm going home.
Can you stop? Can you just stop?
You just stop. Can you just stop?
don't let anyone tell you to stop grooming your own dog. That's right. That's right. However, are you prepared to learn safe, proper dog grooming techniques and methods? Guys, that is the important question. Hey, listen, I know many of you are already grooming your own dogs and you're already nailing it. So this is just going to be like a high five to you, okay? But for those of you who are considering it, you know, good for you. Good for you, and you should. But you need to think about a few things. You know, are you dedicated enough to purchase safe, professional dog grooming tools and equipment and products to provide the same level of quality care as professional dog groomers do? You have to ask yourself that. That's right, Scout. Are you willing to brush your dog weekly? Bathe and groom your dog every 4 to 6 weeks without hesitation or putting it off. Are you prepared to do that if you're going to sign on as your dog's groomer? Will you spend the time and the money required to obtain all of this, providing the best grooming experience possible for your dog? Are you willing to spend a little money to do it? That's what you got to do. If you want to be your dog's groomer, then you have to be ready to spend some money. Start at the very beginning and work with your dog to introduce grooming in a kind, professional manner, because you are going to be your dog's groomer. If you're going to do that, then you have to approach it in a professional way. You cannot wait until your dog is in a desperate way and in desperate need of grooming. You must be committed to taking care of its skin and coat if you want to be your dog's groomer. And that's what my course is all about. Right, here's an ad. That course was made for you because of you, because you guys wanted it, and it has helped so many people. But remember that you're not the, you specifically as the pet owner, you are the most dedicated human in your dog's life, and that actually makes you the right person for the job if you want it. If you want it. If not, find a professional pet groomer that you like and you trust, and keep your dog on a 4 to 6 week schedule, on a grooming schedule with that groomer. They have grooming needs. Either way, your dog needs groomed every 4 to 6 weeks, regardless of what dog breed it is. They all need groomed. We're going to continue talking more specifically about coat types in the very near future here with our live streams and the needs of those coat types. So, hey, let's say hi to Scout here. Let's say Scout is my dog, okay? He's not, he's a sloth. You're such a good sloth. I know, you're so nice. You're so nice. We have been friends for a very long time, me and Scout, yes. So let's say that Scout here, my dog, and I want to decide that I'm willing to commit to grooming my Scout, my dog Scout, myself. What should I consider? What should I consider if I'm going to groom Scout? Yes, I am. Yes, you're going to do it. I got to consider, am I patient? As we both have a lot to learn together and we both have to groom together. So am I able to be patient enough with Scout? That's the first thing you need to ask yourself if you're going to groom your own dog. The next thing I want you to ask yourself is, am I willing? Am I willing to put in the work? Am I willing to understand that the tools and the methods and the techniques are going to feel and seem so awkward to me? It is not going to feel comfortable at first because it's something that your body has to gain dexterity for. You have to ask yourself this. What do you think, Scout? Yes, I know, I love you too. Yes, Scout can't talk, but he's full of love. So then I have to ask my dog, I'm going to ask my dog, I have to ask myself if I'm capable of grooming my dog. Can I demand the good behavior that Scout needs? Yeah, you have to behave. Can I demand that of my dog in a compassionate but very obvious way? Can I work with my dog? You know, you have to be able to ask things of your dog. You're going to be doing something with your dog that is not common to you and your dog and is not something that you and your dog typically share together, that type of intimacy. Let's just call it that. So are you capable of doing that? You have to ask yourself that. And you need to ask yourself, is there trust between you and your dog, between you and Scout? Yeah, I know, Scout, I love you. It's okay. It's okay. We trust each other. We do. So we have to trust each other or we'll never be able to work together on the grooming table. I know. It's sad but true. Yeah, I know. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm going to be fine. Okay. I really I've missed him. He's been in my closet for way too long. Scout, I'm so glad that I decided to start grooming you. So do I have that trust between me and my dog? It's very important to understand that. I need to know, am I willing to work through the struggles that grooming my dog is going to present me? Meaning, when it comes time to trim the nails, am I going to be able to patiently and compassionately, but yet very effectively work through that with my dog? Do I have it in me? You have to. So many aspects of grooming are definitely not going to be your favorite, right? I know, I have to do a lot of things sometimes that I don't want to do, but I know it's for the best of the dog. So we do it together, compassionately. Yeah, I'm okay. So, you know, you have to be able to understand there's going to be struggles coming your way. You know, even some people are uncomfortable trimming paw pads. Some people are uncomfortable handling their dog. And that leads us to the next thing. Am I comfortable handling my dog and working in areas of Scout that I don't usually touch? Because that's part of pet grooming. Yeah, it is. We get right down to it, Scout. I mean, you cannot be shy. Nope, you can't be shy. Nope. So are you comfortable enough to handle your dog, to pick them up, move them around on the table so that you can work with them better in a certain area? Are you comfortable touching them around their face, around their eyes? Are you comfortable touching around their privates? Because we have to clean that up. We have to, you know, do sanitary trimming and stuff like that. That's very, very crucial part of grooming. So if you're going to commit to grooming your dog, you have to ask yourself, am I comfortable handling my dog? and working in those areas that I don't usually touch. I'm not going to touch you right now, okay? You have to ask yourself, are you willing to purchase a grooming table, a grooming arm, and other professional tools, products, and equipment needed to groom Scout? Yeah. You have to ask yourself, are you willing to spend a little bit of money there to properly and securely set your dog up for safe pet grooming? It's important. So if you're not willing to spend the money, then don't even give it a shot. If you're going to lay on the bathroom floor with your dog and fight with him and try to groom him, don't do it. You'll just be actually causing problems between your relationship and your dog. So, you know, you have to ask yourself these questions. You have to ask yourself, do I understand that grooming Scout means weekly brushing, and never ever will I attempt to give Scout a haircut without properly brushing, bathing, and drying Scout's coat. I will never just like, oh, it's time to shave my dog, he's matted. That's not what dog grooming is all about. Dog grooming is about the skin and coat care. The haircut is not the biggest need that is required when it comes to grooming. Skin and coat care is, honest to God, believe me, guys. So are you willing to do those weekly brush outs and never give Scout a haircut without properly bathing, brushing, and drying his coat? If not, then you're probably not the groomer for Scout. Well, I am, but okay. So then you have to say, okay, if you are on board with everything that we just talked about, guys, then you may want to proceed with committing to becoming your dog's groomer. And it's a commitment. But before you do, you should definitely take my mini course, my mini dog grooming course, because it is for the very beginner. And it starts you at the very, very beginning stage of pet grooming, just down to understanding the tools. It's going to teach you only one pet trim. It's called the Comfort Trim. It'll show you what tools, products, and equipment that you need and how to use them. And there are many dangers that grooming your dog can present. And you have to learn the basics in order to safely groom your own dog. You have to. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it, buddy? He says, please learn the basics before you touch me there. He's a silly one, this little guy. So, you know, are you willing to commit to grooming your dog with both feet in, guys, not dipping one toe in? It's definitely an all-inclusive commitment, or you will not succeed, and your dog needs all of his grooming needs or her grooming needs met. It's very important. So Scout just wanted to help me bring this little message to you guys today. Scout's getting tired. It's all right. Okay, I know you like to snuggle. He likes to snuggle. He's such a good dog. Oh, Scout. Yeah. Say thank you, everybody. It was wonderful meeting you. Yes, I'm so cute, but I really need groomed. So now we're ready to answer some questions. Give everybody a high five. Knuckle bump. Yeah, that's a good little Scout. Isn't he sweet? Yeah, you are. Give me a kissy. Thank you. Okay, let's dive into your questions, guys. I'm going to let Scout take a nap. He gets very tired. He certainly isn't much of a co-host because sloths, they need a lot of naps, and he definitely needs a lot of naps. So, you know, the reason for this topic is just to, you know, let you guys know that you are supported if you are grooming your own dog. That if you take your dog to a groomer and you still are trying to learn more about grooming at home, you know, and the way you're brushing out your dog weekly and even bathing your dog in between, you have no idea how much your groomer is going to appreciate what you're doing for your dog and for them. As far as when they get the dog in, the dog's skin and coat is going to be very, very healthy. It's not going to be all tacky and sticking together and matted and nasty. It's going to be in better shape. And I have plenty of clients that bathe their dogs weekly, and it shows. It shows. And can you bathe your dog weekly? Absolutely, you can. if you're using safe products and proper bathing techniques, meaning you're over rinsing all the products out of the coat, and always, always, always condition after you've shampooed. Rinse the shampoo off, condition your dog because it rebalances the skin and coat. You will see tremendous differences in your dog just from bathing. Even if you only bathe them every 3 weeks, that's good. That's really good because their skin cycle is every 21 days. So I'm not going to get too technical here, but basically what I'm going to tell you is their skin sheds every 21 days. So if that's just sitting on there and then another 21 days goes by, it'll sit there if you're not brushing them. All these dead skin cells that have been exfoliated naturally are now sitting on the skin and coat, clogging the pores, preventing the hair follicles from allowing their natural oils to travel up through the hair follicles, which is how the dog's coat is designed to operate. So bathing is very important. But, I'm never going to stop saying that enough. My friend Suzanne's in here. She grooms in Tampa. And we're going to be grooming together in, I think, 2 short weeks, this beginning of January, in 2 weeks. Fantastic stuff that we're going to bring you guys together. And, Suzanne's a professional, and I guarantee you she can tell when her pet clients and her clients bathe aside from when the dog comes into her. The coat and the skin is just so healthy and clean and not tacky and not sticky and not matted, So we appreciate that. So even if you only want to learn to care for your dog between grooming appointments, there's still available, little courses out there you can take. There's plenty of videos on my channel and on Suzanne's that can help you learn how to do that safely and properly. And your dog's going to benefit tremendously. So, I really wanted to do this topic because I want to support my home groomers. That many of you have been grooming your dogs for years and years and years before we ever met. And I want to give you all a high five and a knuckle bump because it's not easy, and it's also a commitment. There's probably 1,000 other things you would rather do on Sunday afternoon than bathe 2 dogs and brush them and spend 4 hours, 3 hours just bathing and brushing your dogs. But you do it because you love them. And, us groomers do appreciate that. My idea is not to have everybody groom their own dog and say goodbye to groomers by any means. Groomers are amazing, and their skills, like mine, I've been grooming for 20 years. Suzanne's been grooming for 40 years. Those skills have been upping and upping and upping all those years from experience. So obviously a groomer with some experience, even a couple years, they have so much to offer your dog that is going to take you a lot longer to gain that type of experience. But you still can give them a good, safe, nice, professional groom at home if you follow the same steps as us professionals do. And I have videos on my channel showing you these steps to the groom and to stay in line with those steps so that you don't forget any, and so you don't have to think about it because you're learning the steps to the groom, and it becomes something that you just automatically do as you're moving through the grooming process with your dog. But, so many of you are already grooming your dogs, and you have been for years, or you're just getting started, or you're just getting started as a groomer. And kudos to you guys. We need you. The dogs need you. I shouldn't say we. When I say we, I mean that the whole industry as a whole needs you. We need pet owners to care for their dogs at home, and we need new people getting into the industry. Absolutely we do. So definitely keep pushing, guys. Don't stop. Don't let anybody tell you you shouldn't be grooming your dog. They don't know what your level of skill is, and there's always naysayers. There's always going to be people telling you, you shouldn't do that. It's a job for a professional. Well, I cut my husband's hair over COVID. I'm not by any means trained to do that. I mean, he's definitely not a dog. I know how to cut dog hair, and I'm trained to cut dog hair, but he's not a dog. And do I have any business giving him a haircut? Sure. If I want, he's my husband. And he's your dog if you want to trim your dog or if you want to learn to trim your dog. But just make sure you take the proper steps to gain the right knowledge that you can do it safely and professionally. Because if you're doing anything with your dog at home, even if it's just brushing, nail trimming, and baths in between grooming, you are practicing professional dog grooming techniques because you're learning it here. You're learning it from other people like Suzanne and Grooming by Rudy and June and all of our wonderful people out there who are willing to share. So many professionals are willing to share because they want the best for dogs, for your dogs. And so do you. And we know that. We're a team. We all work for the dogs. So let's jump into some of these questions here that you guys may have. You might want Scout back. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, Scout's so cute. Let me just take a look and scroll through here and see what's on your mind tonight, guys. I just see so much positive in this chat as I'm scrolling through, and just makes my day. It just proves that Mondays are the best because we get together and this energy is, whoa, it's big and it's good. And good things happen from good energy, right? Absolutely. Okay, I'm just looking, so I'm going to try not to miss anybody. I always go back and see that I have missed people's questions, and that bothers me so much. Carolyn's giving super chatting. I was totally lost on my groom, on my own dog, until I found Go Groomer 2 weeks ago. Thank you for all the great info. Jeez Louise, you are so getting saluted, Carolyn. It's my pleasure. You don't know how much this makes me happy too, to see you succeeding. You just needed the help, that's all. It's great. It's my pleasure. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I know you appreciate it too. You appreciate this. We've created a pretty amazing community here, guys, and I never thought it would be so impactful, but it is. And that makes it even more of a good thing, you know? Oh, don't cry, Janelle. It's all good. It's all good. Oh my gosh. I'm just scrolling slowly because I don't want to skip anybody. Now, from what I see here, Talaya, if I'm saying that right, I'm not sure. I don't want to botch up your name. But it says, do you have any tips for grooming an Australian Shepherd? I brush, and more brush. Lord, there is no end to it. Absolutely. You have a double-coated breed. I get it. But I will give you a great tip for your Australian Shepherd. Do this. Do this for 2 months and tell me if it didn't change things. I want you to bathe and brush your Australian Shepherd and condition every 2 weeks. At least a bathe. You probably want to do brushing every week. I get it. But I want you to try to bathe. And I have good videos. Go watch my videos on grooming golden retrievers, okay? That's how I want you to handle your Australian Shepherd coat, okay? And we're going to control that shedding. You're going to see a difference. And I want you to come back here in 2 months. I want you to come back here next Monday too. But I want you to come back here in 2 months and tell us if it made a difference in the shedding and the overall look of your dog's coat. Is it shinier? Is the color brighter? And I don't want you to forget to condition, okay? Very important for that medium coat type, because that coat takes a lot more abuse, a lot more brushing, a lot more out there in the outside, a lot more abuse, and conditioning is very important to protect and seal that longer coat. So try that Talaya. Try brushing and bathing, brushing weekly, bathing every 2 weeks, and over rinse. Don't leave any product in your dog's coat. If you don't have a force dryer, that's okay. If you do, you're going to see even better results. But if you don't have a force dryer, towel your dog off as best you can, then brush them out one more time and wait until they're all dry, whether it's tomorrow. Give them one quick brush. You're going to get all this hair come out because it's all now loose and ready to fall out because it was stuck in there with grime. It was already shedded hair. It's just hanging in the coat. So try it. And don't be afraid to bathe your dog every 2 weeks, guys, as long as you're using good products and you're over-rinsing all the products out of your dog. When I say good products, I mean pet-safe products, products that are made for pets. And see what happens, all right? Give it a go. We're going to want to hear about this one. We love it when people come back and talk about their results. I mean, it just gives everybody the affirmation that we're all looking for, right? Like, oh yeah, that does work. And that helped. And my dog's skin's actually healthier because of it. You'll be amazed. Jenny says, I am more patient with my dogs and Mr. Scout there than I am with other people. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what makes you as the pet owner actually the greatest candidate to be your dog's groomer if you got it in you. And Jenny, you do. Jenny's created a beautiful grooming salon at home for her pets, and she fosters dogs too. So, you know, people are doing this. It can be done, and if you're not committed to it, you're never going to make the setup that you need. And it doesn't have to be nearly as nice as Jenny's. She loves it. It's turning into a hobby that has been a hobby for her, but she loves it. She gets great joy out of grooming with her dogs and the grooming salon that she and her husband built. They put it together. They made it work. It's awesome. All right. Now let's look for some more questions. I saw some. Yep. I have been keeping my talents as a puppeteer hidden. Oh, woe is me. Had to dig Scout out of the closet. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm seeing some lines there. Raquel is given a free tub. Another one? Raquel, you are not. Dorothy has a question. Is Raquel really doing this again for 80 likes? I'm going to smash the like button. Raquel did that last week. She did. It was fun. Maybe we should have Scout join in on that. All right, if Raquel's doing it, she's a strong-willed, strong woman. I can't fight her on it. So she's saying she's giving away a tub leash when we hit 180 likes. I'm sorry, if that's a lot of likes. And we did it last week. So Dorothy says, not a question, but I just want to shout out a big thank you to Amy for all the help, for your faith in us as home groomers. It means so much. You are welcome, Dorothy. I do have faith in you. And I know it's not easy. And I know that you're like, oh, I wish I was doing better at this aspect of the groom. And you will. We've all been there. I still struggle with things as a groomer. Oh, I wish I could make that look better. You know, we work towards it. It's a work in progress. You're cultivating a skill. You got to look at it that way. Good for you, Dorothy. And CMM says, Amy, I'm confused about cleaning out the areas between my mini schnauzer's eyes. I know cut in a V, and I know down to the stop. I'm just not sure where that is. Well, the stop is the bridge of the nose, the part of the nose that's right between the eyes, where the muzzle comes in and meets the head, right between the eyes. So usually it goes up and into the skull. This is the stop of the dog. So when you want to clean out just that little bit with a 10 blade, you're only going to use a corner of your blade, not the whole blade. A corner on an angle, and you scoop right there, just right from where all those eye boogers collect. And you're only taking like a 1/4 of an inch, not much. I hope that helps. I do have a really good schnauzer video on my channel, but don't forget CMM. Most all of my full grooms, like haircuts on my channel, I do that with the eyes. So you can go look at others if the schnauzer video isn't clear enough. It's been a while since I watched that one. It is a good video. But you can go and watch some of my other full grooms and probably take you in a little closer on that and show you how to do it. Morgan says, can leave-in conditioner be a substitute for conditioner rinse in the tub. You can do that sometimes, and there are times when I do that, like with my quicker slicker, or I will definitely be using something that's nourishing, like the Petals and Tails hydrating mist. That nourishes back to the skin, and that's the important thing. But also, the conditioner is going to seal the hair shaft and protect it from being all frayed, and you know, it's just not healthy when it's like that. The conditioner seals everything in nice, and it's healthy for the coat as well as it is for the skin. So I wouldn't suggest that, Morgan, on a regular basis, but if every now and then, if you bathe your dog, you get him out, you towel him off, and you mist in some quicker slicker or some of that Petology nourishing vibrant spray, anything like that, the Petals and Tails, I can't reach it and I'm mic'd. They have a hydrating oil. It's actually wonderful. It works great to condition the skin and coat. That would be the only time, Morgan, that I would feel good about telling you every now and then it's okay. All right? All right. So that's a great question, though. Really is. Marlo got a new puppy I saw last week. You have probably shared before, but do you brush Big Gus every day or once a week? You mentioned Sundays. Big Gus, no, I do not brush him every day. However, lately I've been keeping Big Gus in a bit of shorter coat because I fail to have the time to brush a longer coat with him. So, and you have to ask yourself that. If Big Gus has 3-4 inches of coat, he needs brushed all the time, and he really actually needs bathed weekly. Can I commit to that? No, I'm too busy right now. So I have him in a shorter haircut, which then his brushing takes me 5 minutes. And usually, Marlo, what I do with Big Gus is in between dogs down here on the grooming table. If I've got 10 minutes and another dog's coming in, but they're not here yet, Big Gus get up on the table, he gets up, I mist him with some, you know, finishing spray, quicker slicker, even the eye groom, there's so many that I love, and brush him out. And he doesn't take me long because right now he doesn't have a lot of coat. So that's the secret. And weekly brushing really is beneficial, but honestly, that bathing every 2 to 3 weeks is extremely beneficial, really is. Joey Good says, I am full of questions. Shampoo dilute bottle will full bottle last 3 weeks? No, I'm so glad you asked this. Will full bottle last 3 weeks or will it cause bacteria? Yes. Good question, Joey. Now, we talk about this stuff a lot. So a lot of you have heard this repeatedly from me, and we will always say this. So listen, Joey, when you dilute, and I know, Joey, I think you're using the Sun Guard conditioner now. I think you bought it since last week, and you said it was wonderful. I believe you have a golden retriever. And the ideal, here's the thing. These products, if they are dilutable, that means they're concentrated. And your product, the Sun Guard, is concentrated. It is dilutable. And what that means, Joey, is you need to dilute it for sure. So you can't say, I'm not diluting it. It could prove to be too harsh on your dog's skin if it's meant to be diluted. So if your products say they are concentrated and dilutable, you need to follow those labels and dilute. So we've already established that already. You definitely are diluting your product, which is kudos to you. Now here's the thing. This is the rule of thumb. You do not. 3 weeks, no. In 2 days, bacteria could start to breed in that bottle. No. The rule of thumb is if you mix any dilutable products and then, in a mixing bottle, apply it to your dog and you have some left, dump it down the drain. It's mostly water anyway. Remember, you're only using like that much product. Don't do it, Joey. Don't save it. That bacteria can cause major problems, especially on a coat like a golden, where you're really going to be brushing and working the coat. So you're really working those hair follicles. And if anything gets irritated and you have bacteria in your product, It can get in the skin and become a terrible, nasty infection. Big time infection. So the safest thing, rule of thumb, only mix what you're going to use. If there's any left, dump it out, rinse out your bottles, let them dry for next time. That is definitely the rule of thumb. But Joey, I'm so glad you asked the question because I want people to hear that. So if you hadn't asked the question, I wouldn't have gone into detail like that, and I thank you for that. Debbie says, what is the approximate shelf life for conditioner? A long time, Debbie. Shampoo and conditioner has preservatives in it. All of them do. Anything that has a shelf life has preservatives in it. So, I mean, I have shampoos. Let me just give you an example. I have shampoos and conditioners that I would keep for a couple years, as long as I didn't add water to them. Once you add the water, it's done. You use it or you lose it. So, you know, and always shake your products, right? So obviously if your gallon of shampoo's sitting a while and you want to go back to that one, shake it up real good before you pour it in your dilutable mixing bottle. You know, you want to mix all those good ingredients so it works properly, so it does what it's supposed to do. Hi, Ashley Hoots. She's here. You're not so quiet today. Thank goodness. She always tells me how quiet she is. You don't have to be quiet, Ashley. We want to hear from you. All right. So let me just slowly scroll. Try not to skip over anybody. Looks like we're doing good. Oh. Raquel, you're awesome. She's pushing it. She said, come on, 80 thumbs up. That's all I ask. Fran Cassia says, you know what, Amy, you made me buy my new cordless Kenchi Flash and I have no regrets. Thanks. I'm so glad. I didn't make you do it. I just kind of planted the seed, right? But I'm so glad you love it. It's a wonderful clipper. I wouldn't share anything with you that I didn't love. Any of you. That is, I take that very seriously. I'm glad you like it. I love the clipper too. I use it all the time. Mary's grooming her own dogs. I'm loving to hear that. This is great. 77 likes, Raquel says. 78, raising my pack says. One more. King of Aliens says he's 79. Ellen has a question. Ellen's question is, I used the 10 blade as you described on my Yorkie girl to clean up the sanitary area. I went towards the vulva. Since then, she seems irritated. What did it cut off? I think she's saying what went wrong. All right, I'm going to tell you, Ellen, there's a couple things, definitely. Even a 10 blade can irritate. It's a very sensitive area for a dog. The skin is very soft and just they don't have a very tough skin there. So another thing is maybe you push too hard. It could irritate, because if you're putting pressure, it could have slightly scratched the skin. It happens. So you want a very light, easy touch, barely even touching the skin, just grazing it. That's all you need to do in the sanitary area. You don't want to apply pressure. It will hurt them. So maybe it was too much pressure, but I will tell you this, Ellen, just put some triple antibiotic cream or Neosporin on the area to calm it down. Keep the area calm down. Now you don't want to put it on 50 times a day, maybe twice a day. She will get over it, but if you let it go and she's itching and scratching and biting at it, she can turn it into a skin infection. So keep a close eye on it. Another one of my favorite products, I don't know if you have it, it's very inexpensive and it works great for sanitary irritation, is called Skin Works. And you can get that at Groomer's Choice. I have that on hand all the time. I put it on myself whenever I cut myself, which I do all the time. You know, all of my friends in here that are groomers can attest to that. We always cut ourselves accidentally. And I put the Skin Works on my cuts, and it feels good immediately. So that's, you know, I wouldn't recommend you go to a 7 blade, Ellen. I don't think that anybody without a lot of experience should be using a 7-blade anywhere near the private areas. It can be done, but I wouldn't want anybody without a lot of experience to do that. I'm not even sure that I would feel too good using a 7-blade around the vulva, because it can catch skin because it has longer teeth on the blade. Francia says, do you do any breed of dogs, big and small? I do. I don't accept new big dogs anymore, and I haven't in a while, but I also haven't turned away the existing big dogs that I groom, because there is a shortage of groomers around here, and I do not want to turn these big, beautiful giants out there to not have a solution for grooming. They need it. So I try to schedule. I have probably about 6 big dogs still on my schedule. A couple are Doodles. I have some Golden Retrievers. I have some big, heavy Cocker Spaniels that wear me out too. But I'm just going to finish as their groomer until they're not here on this earth anymore. I'm not going to turn them away. But typically, I think I want to follow Suzanne's lead. I think it's smart. You know, I'm going to be 50 years old this year, and I do find myself getting more exhausted from grooming. And what Suzanne does is she doesn't take dogs under 15 pounds. And I think that's where I will fall. That will be my interest, you know. It isn't that she can't groom dogs over 15 pounds. She knows exactly how to groom dogs over 15 pounds. It's because it's hard on her body. That's why she made that decision. And she doesn't want to stop grooming because she doesn't want to overdo it, so she can't groom. So it's a smart decision. And I'll be following that too. But I also want to start training people to groom. I have plans for that. I want more people, more younger people to get into the industry if that's what they want to do. And I want to have plans in place to help people get into the industry and it not feel so burdening financially. So that's something that I'm working towards. And let those young people do those big dogs. I did those big dogs for years and it didn't bother me at all. I loved it. I loved the big D sheds on the Leonbergers, the Newfoundlands. I loved it. It was so rewarding. Now it hurts. Carrie, my friend, says, hi, Amy. Just wanted to let whoever is doing the Yves Saint Bernard course that I used the medicated treatment regimen on 2 dogs that had severe allergies and hot spots, and they are feeling great. I can't wait to try the products. I'm wondering if you are in the next module, Carrie. I'm still in module 1, taking my sweet little time, learning a lot. Roger's in module 2. Reach out to Roger. Reach out to Roger. You guys are both probably in the private Facebook group. You guys could have a lot of good conversations together too, Carrie. But I am so excited to purchase the products. I'm going to wait until module 2 when I get them as a value pack, like I can buy them all and try them. But so glad to hear that they are. I've heard from others that they're wonderful too, but I'm glad to hear it from you, Carrie. So thanks for sharing. MS loves to draw too. That's Mary. Mary says, what's your current favorite shampoo? Gosh, you always ask me hard questions. All right. My current favorite. What? Oh my God. Suzanne, I'm sorry. CMM says, Amy, you missed Suzanne's generous offer to give away a groomer's harness if we hit 100 likes. Get out of here. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it, Suzanne. That's wonderful. I tell you what, guys, the groomer's harness is fantastic. Whether you're a home groomer or a professional, it's fantastic. Made by a professional groomer, so she knows how it's supposed to work, and it does what it's supposed to do. I'm not sure how many likes we have. I guess I should look. I'm still ahead in the chat. Just hold on. I'm still answering questions. All right. Favorite shampoo currently right now. Across the board for pet grooming, because I have some other favorites that I like for my dogs, but they're more on the expensive side, and I wouldn't want to purchase them to groom the dogs in my shop because the price would be, it would take away from my income. So I would say let's just say some of my favorite shampoos. I like a good bit of the iGroom shampoos. I'll tell you one that I must try and haven't tried yet. Suzanne loves the iGroom prebiotic, and Jenny's been using it too and said she loves it. That one is supposed to be really good. Suzanne uses it all the time, occasionally uses a different one if she feels she's got a coat type that requires something else. But that is wonderful. For me, I really like the new Petology Puppy Faces, which is a facial cleanser. And Petology is coming out with a whole new line of shampoos and conditioners. It's not on the market yet. So it will be in March. And I have a feeling that I'm going to be pretty wowed with that. So let's keep our eyes on those. I will be trying those products to let you guys know how I feel about them. And, you know, probably giving some away so that you guys can talk about it too. So yes, iGroom's good. I tend to go for the more gentle products, but I always condition Mary. My favorite conditioners are the SunGuard and probably like the Nature Specialty Plumtastic, as well as even the Easy Shed, even if I'm not working on a shedding dog. It just has such nice conditioning, nourishing ingredients in there. I can feel it in my own hands when I use the products. I like to use typically as a shampoo like your hypo shampoos and stuff like that. I just like something to gently clean the coat because I want to add the nourishment back in with my conditioners. And Tropiclean makes a fantastic, you've probably tried it before, Mary, the puppy shampoo. Even if it's not a puppy, it cleans well, it's gentle, and it even smells a little fresh. So I like that one. Bark to Basics has a hypoallergenic shampoo that I like that doesn't have any smell, but it lathers, it cleans very well. The smell will come back in when you nourish that skin with the conditioner. So I'd say that I'm anxious to try the prebiotic. The only thing that's holding me back is because I use a Prima bathing system. If I get the prebiotic by iGroom, I'm going to use it on my dogs probably. Another one of my favorites right now on my dogs that I don't use on my client pets is the Petals and Tails. That product cleans fantastic and it nourishes the skin. It goes a long way. Like it lathers beautifully. I really am impressed with the Petals and Tails products too. Mary, I think you would probably like that for your puppies. She has 3 now. Cindy says, happy Monday. Can we have a Go Groomer date to celebrate Amy and home grooming? Amy, one of my miniature poodles, has a same size zit on her leg. What? Oh, a zit on her leg. Do you know if I need to be worried? Well, it might be a wart, honestly. Even if it oozes a little, warts do that. If it has a white head on it, if it's pussy, it may be, a slight cyst. You might want to have that looked at by the vet. But if it just looks like a wart, it's normal for dogs to start to get warts. And sometimes they ooze, and you would think that it's like a zit oozing stuff, but it's not. It's just they do that. So I would just keep an eye on it, keep it clean. And if it does have look like it needs popped, I would go to the vet. Ronnie says, where did you go, Ronnie? Oh my God. 96 likes. Well, we go. So we are giving away a tub leash by now, and we're almost getting ready to give away Groomer's Harness by Suzanne. Okay, well, we're going to find out how we got to do that. Ronnie had a question. I got to try to find it again. I just lost it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I see Carrie has a question. There's a couple more questions in here. There it is. Ronnie says, what do you recommend for hot spots? Definitely bathing, cleaning. They will heal on their own, believe it or not. Hot spots aren't nearly as terrible as you think they are. But if you just let him go and don't clean the dog, clean the skin and coat, that's what it takes to rejuvenate the skin again, is to get rid of that yucky, sloughy stuff off of there. And it'll come off in your bath. And it's just stuff on the surface. Hot spots are just surface damage, okay? So clean your dog. Bathe them, condition them. It'll heal up, no problem. Jenny says, Amy, have you ever groomed a Tibetan Mastiff? No, darling, I haven't. Well, I shouldn't say that. Okay, I haven't done a full groom on one, but I had a friend who had one, and the dog became arthritic. Obviously, they're a very big dog, and he needed some help with the nails and trimming the paws at home when the dog was older because he was having trouble getting around. So I went to his house and trimmed the pads, trimmed the feet, scissored up the feet so he could get around better. I never did a full groom. He was actually a really nice dog. I know they say they can be a little guardy, like guard dogs. Maybe they can be. He was very sweet. So that was my only experience with a Tibetan Mastiff, but aren't they beautiful? I certainly wouldn't want to walk into somebody's house at midnight that had one, though. I'd be afraid. All right. Let's see here. I saw Carrie had a question, and then it looks like we're going to be giving away a tub leash and a wonderful groomer's harness as well. All right. There's our Nightbot. Carrie J says, have you gotten to make your video testing out the new face wash? Where you been, girlfriend? I believe that was in last week's live stream, the one with the shampoo, the different pH values from human products to dog products. I did it in last week's live stream, Carrie. So you're gonna have to go watch. All right, yeah, it was interesting. And let's see, Horse Gal. Did I just skip over somebody? I keep seeing lines. We hit 100. Ooh, I see lots of emojis. Horse Gal says, how often should I bathe my Husky? Also Aussies. Their coats are similar. They're both double coated, but if you want to see really good results and keep the shedding at bay and keep the skin and coat the healthiest, I would do it at least once a month, Horse Gal. For everybody listening, doesn't matter what your dog breed is, bathe them at least every 4 weeks and you won't be disappointed. Just over-rinse products, okay? Make sure you over-rinse products out of the skin and coat. So, how are we giving stuff away? 104 likes. We're giving stuff away. We're giving a tub leash away. We're giving away the groomer's harness that's made by Suzanne. Raquel makes the tub leash. All right, so do we want to do trivia or guess a number? Yeah, what do we want to do? Carrie says, I've been trying to keep up with Suzanne. I'll get to it. Love you both. Yes, Suzanne's videos go on. I mean, she grooms all day long. And it's hard to stop watching when she's grooming, isn't it? Because it's like, oh, wait, she's grooming another dog. I'm going to watch that too. There's always something to learn, right? Okay, so everybody's saying they like the number guessing. Okay. Raquel says we'll do the same thing as last week. I'll have Amy write down a number and whoever is closest wins. A number between 1 and 200. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me go get a pen and paper. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Let me find something that isn't written on yet. All right. Let me put my mic back on. Between 1 and 200, A. Okay. This is for the tub leash first. We'll do. Okay. Don't stop. Stop putting your numbers in. Because if I see a number, then that's intriguing me. Okay? All right, no numbers, no numbers. Wipe the slate clean. Here's my line. Wait, Carrie, stop it. All right, for the tub leash, a number between 1 and 200. Go. I wrote down my number. Tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock. Tick, tick, tick. Polygraph. You guys are all guessing close to my age. Well, just in case Amy does that again, huh? Oh, you guys. All right, we're going to just wait a little bit. We're going to wait a little bit. Let those numbers roll in. This is for the tub leash. Raquel is going to give away, and she makes them in 3 sizes, guys, small, medium, and large. And she actually, if you have an extra small dog or an extra large dog, if you talk to her, she'll custom make it. So no worries there. I see some numbers. Let me see if I see anything close to my number. Still looking. See, I'm just gonna scroll up and see. Yeah, okay. Y'all are going for some pretty big numbers tonight too. There's some lower numbers. Yeah, we got a nice mix. Got a nice mix. I like that. Kathy went right for the gusto. Suzanne went with number 1. Oh, you know what? I don't think Suzanne has a tub leash. She would probably love to win this. I want to tell you, Suzanne, and everybody, real quick before I show you my number. The Petology products are not released on the market until March 1st. So if you won anything, if you won the product bundles, guys, whether that was a members giveaway or in the live stream giveaway for the 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to wait until March so I can give you the products. But Suzanne needs that paw mat for when we groom together. So I am going to order a nice, like a blue teal one, and have that sent to you. I'm going to order it probably tomorrow. I want to have it sent to you, so I almost need to call. Instead of it come to me, I'm wondering, I'm going to call Groomer's Choice tomorrow and see if I can have them ship it right to you, Suzanne. So it doesn't have to come to me and then I ship it to you. That just seems silly and it's going to take longer. So I will call Groomer's Choice tomorrow and see if I can get that done for you tomorrow, Suzanne, because I want you to have that paw mat before I get there and we groom all these beautiful babies. All right, it looks like we got our numbers in. Yes, Raquel and Suzanne should trade because Suzanne's groomer's harness is absolutely fantastic. Oh, and Suzanne, I gave my groomer's anchor to, to George when he was here to visit from Uruguay. And we groomed together because he can't get stuff like that in Uruguay. And he was saying how beneficial it is to have the dog properly harnessed. So I gave him my groomer's anchor that I bought from you. And so I'm going to be purchasing another one from you when I get to you. So make sure you bring it to the salon so I can bring it home with me. I don't need to have you ship it to me. I can wait a couple weeks. I'll be fine. All right. So, and we're still getting numbers. All right. Guess what, guys? I'm ready to show you the number. No, I'll buy it from you. I think it's an absolute asset. The anchor that she has, guys, is fantastic. Carrie says they should trade. I think that would be very appropriate. I do too. I think you guys should trade. My number is 3. That's my number. So who's the winner? Actually, I think Suzanne did win. I don't think anybody said 2 or 3. Actually, I saw somebody said 4. I did see that. The anchors are wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Janelle, you would like it. It just keeps your dog from rearing back, from pulling back on the table. I love it. And it's safe. It keeps them safe on the table. The number's 3. Come on. Who won it, Raquel? Who did it? We got lots of numbers. Okay. I just scrolled up to all the numbers so I can go down and look. You guys, I'm not. This is your competition. You tell me who won it. Who won it? I'm just looking, but I have something else. Okay, yeah, I have something else cool to tell you guys here in a second. Suzanne was number 1. King of Aliens was number 4. So King of Aliens, I think, is closest. But I think King of Aliens already has a tub leash, because King of Aliens has everything that King of Aliens needs to take care of that beautiful beast. I think King won. If I'm seeing everything right? No, number 3. Yeah, you guys never pick my number. Guess what? Number 3 is my lucky number. So that one I decided to go with. That is my lucky. It's my favorite number, number 3. All right. The anchor, Lisa, what it does is it is much like the groomer's harness that attaches to the grooming arm. In fact, you could use the anchor on the grooming arm or on the grooming table. I like to use it on the grooming table, but and then it hooks to the harness, so it's safe. But a dog that might want to spin off the table, it keeps them from being able to do that. A lot of dogs, when you go to do anything around the face, they actually rear up like this. They can't do that if they're anchored down. It's very helpful for certain dogs, and we all come across those dogs that do those things. So it is very helpful. It just keeps them safe. King says, let Suzanne have it. I knew King of Aliens was going to say that. I knew it. I knew it. Yep. I was waiting. King of Aliens is very, very generous. So it looks like Suzanne is going to be getting the tub leash. And Suzanne, you're going to love it. And Suzanne grooms mostly small dogs, so you'll have to talk to Raquel. Suzanne and Raquel are both in the private Facebook group, so you guys can reach out to each other on private messenger there and take care of business. All right. That's wonderful. Congratulations, King of Aliens, and congratulations, Suzanne, that King of Aliens is such an awesome human being, or wolf, or alien, I don't know. We love you, King. So, Ronnie says, what's your recommendation? For what? Not sure. I'm not sure. Did I miss something? What recommendation? I think we talked about hot spots with Ronnie. Shampoo? I would use just something gentle for pets and definitely condition. Like the Sun Guard is wonderful. Nature's Specialty Sun Guard is a great conditioner. The prebiotic that Suzanne uses would probably be a fantastic shampoo for you to use. They have a matching conditioner too for a dog with hot spots. All right, so awesome. How do we purchase one of those? From Raquel. Raquel makes the tub leashes that they're hanging behind me. I have 3 sizes. Now, I made those, but she makes them. She does a better job than I did. I just made those for me. She makes them in 3 sizes or custom made, and she is linked in the description of this video, and it is her email address. It's not a link. You can't click on it. It's her email address. You email Raquel at the email address below. It's in there, and you just scroll down and all that stuff. It's under tub leash. And Suzanne's harness is listed under there too. I try to keep that in every video because it's very beneficial. That way, whenever I talk about it, I can always just say, it's in the description. So, all right. There you go, Lisa. Ronnie says, what do you recommend for a detangling spray for a golden doodle? I love the Quicker Slicker. Banish is good too. Both of those are great choices. There's many good choices. All right. Carrie says, thanks, Raquel, for your generosity. The anchors, that is listed below too, Lisa. The anchors is under Suzanne. Suzanne's has a website called groomer's harness, and I am almost positive that it is linked in the description of this video. I'm going to check right now. And I'll tell you what it says. It says, okay, down at the bottom, under the absorber towel, it says safely secure your dog on the grooming table. Then it says groomer's harness. There's the link for that. And right under that says groomer's anchor. And there's the link for that. Both of those are fantastic. All right. And if you guys haven't listened to my podcast, I see that I linked that here. My podcast with Rudy and Anthony from Grooming by Rudy was a great, it was just an interview and grooming talk between me and Grooming by Rudy, and Anthony was a groomer as well. That's linked there too. I would definitely go watch it. It was fantastic. Okay, so now we're ready to give away a groomer's harness, which is what Suzanne makes, and it's fantastic. It is like the groomer's helper, but safer. The groomer's helper still goes around the neck, so any dog that may have that may pull really hard, they could, it's not nice. Not nice at all. So Suzanne's harness, it's hanging over here. Suzanne's harness avoids all that, but definitely keeps the dog safe on the table, allows you to hook them to the grooming arm with either the groomer's harness, the groomer's anchor, or a grooming hitch or something, so that your dog is, is safely secured and is going to behave better. When they're safely secured, they behave better. There's no doubt about it. Polygraph said the podcast was great. I'm so glad you liked it. I liked it too. I love Rudy and Anthony. They're awesome. All right, so guys, I guess we're doing a number from 1 to 200. And I'm going to think, and I'm going to pick my second number. Okay, it's written down. And there. Now it's time to unload those numbers. Let's see them. Make it rain numbers. Come on. Make it rain. Come on, you can do it. Yes, Carol, the groomer's harness is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Where do you get these? They're linked in the description of this video, Joey. There's a little triangle. Right now you're seeing the chat. But I have them linked in like all of my videos, Joey. It should say groomer's harness. And the anchor will be there too. Oh, make it rain. Look at those numbers. Oh, wow. I see some pretty close numbers. Yeah. Good, good, good. Very nice. Oh, the Nightbot's in there. Be kind to each other. We're better together. I love you, Nightbot. You're so nice. Okay. Hi, Emmanuel. Glad for you to be here. Thank you for joining us. Oh, it's my pleasure to share with you. Absolutely. Oh, we are better together. We come from all over the world together and share the same end goal, which is to groom our dogs like professionals and safely. Look what we do together. All right, we still got numbers coming in. Keep them coming. Come on. Yeah, I know, Jazz. The Nightbot's our good friend. We'd be lost without the Nightbot. It would be a weird live stream without the Nightbot. We're still getting numbers. Well, while the numbers are coming in, I wanted to tell you guys something really cool. I will be going live here. I don't know if I will have to announce it, if it's going to be tomorrow evening or Wednesday evening. Actually, Wednesday evening, I'm going away. Try to do it for tomorrow evening, then. That'll be Tuesday. Because guess what says is scheduled to be delivered to my door tomorrow? My YouTube 100,000 subscriber plaque from YouTube. I can't wait. It says it's supposed to, it was initially supposed to be delivered on Wednesday, and I got an email today from UPS said that they changed my delivery to tomorrow. So I'm like, oh, it's coming tomorrow? Oh my gosh. I am not opening it until we're live. I'm going to open it live with you guys because it is our award. It is, and it's fragile. So I'll let you know. It'll be on the replay if you guys can't make it, but I want you to watch that moment because that is a big milestone for us. Getting that, reaching 100,000 subscribers together on YouTube with Go Groomer. It's amazing. So I will probably be going live tomorrow. I'll announce it at least an hour or two beforehand whenever I get the package. Usually UPS comes anywhere between 11 to 4 at the latest. All right, I think all our numbers are in. You're welcome, Kathy. Thank you for the grooming course. Can groom my boys beautifully because of you. I am so happy. You're welcome, Kathy. All right, guys, are you ready? I'll cross out the first number so you don't get confused. Second number is 75. 75. Did anybody pick 75? Let's see. Russ and Aubrey says, what are your thoughts on Earth Bath products and best detachable blade cordless clipper? I have not tried the Earth Bath products yet myself, but I could see where they would be beneficial. So I haven't tried them yet. I would like to try them. My favorite detachable blade cordless clipper is by far the Wall KM cordless by Wall. 70 CMM had 77. Ben Dreamin, nice name. Ben Dreamin says I picked 75. Raising My Pack says Ivory picked 75. We may have two winners. We got to pick another number. Let's see. Jazz says Ivory said 75. Oh. Ron picked 76. Ivory was the first to say 75. Raising My Pack says. Deborah picked 75 as well. Deborah says that Ivory had 75. All right, let's give it a second here, guys. Everybody's trying to be so fair. Aw, Suzanne says if there's a tie, I'll give 2. Does she not have a big heart? She sure does. Deborah Rose picked 75, Carrie said. Whoever was first. King of Aliens said it looks like Ivory was first. Ivory's the winner. Do we have a tie? Or do we just want to give it to Ivory? Let's give it to Ivory. Okay, so Ivory, I need you to reach out to Suzanne. I don't know how you guys want to do this. Suzanne has a website, but I want to see if her email address is listed there. You can always contact Suzanne from her Grand Style dog grooming website. I know she has a contact page. That'll be another way to get in contact with her, Ivory, to let her know that you were the winner. I don't know how she'd like to do it, but that might be an easy way. Suzanne's website for her grooming business is the last link in the description of this video. So if you go to that, and I'm sure there's a contact email address there. So that probably would be the best thing to do. Thank you, Suzanne and Raquel. And thank you, King of Aliens, for gifting your tub leash to Suzanne. I think she's going to love it. And I just thought, man, that's right, she doesn't have one. I know she uses the groomer's harness in the tub, which is fantastic too. The tub leashes are awesome. You know, they got that little bit of stretch to them. They're mold proof. They're bungee, so they give a little bit. They're mildew resistant. It's perfect. So congratulations to Ivory and Suzanne for winning tonight. That was a lot of fun. You guys are all so awesome. Don't forget that Suzanne and I are grooming together in Tampa, Florida on February 18th and 19th. It's a Friday and a Saturday. We have lined up, she has lined up a very beautiful Cocker Spaniel, and I think it's in full coat. It's a champion, so it's got great conformation. She has a beautiful Kerry Blue lined up. She has a gorgeous Wheaten Terrier. I think the Wheaten Terrier is a champion too, if I'm correct. And she has her little toy poodle that we're going to be doing in an English saddle trim. What's an English saddle trim? Do I have that on the back? No, I don't have that one on my back. It's a very specific, beautiful show trim for a poodle. And she has a toy poodle. We're going to be putting that on her poodle, which I think her poodle's a champion too, finished champion. So great conformation on these dogs. We're going to be filming our little hearts out, and we're going to have fun while we do it too. And I'm pretty sure Suzanne's going to go live both of those days, so you will be able to watch the live version of it as it's live, which is February 18th and February 19th. So please join us, guys. The more the merrier. They're all champions. The Kerry Blue, the Wheaten Terrier, her poodle, and the American Cocker Spaniel. They're all champions. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. Okay, so thank you guys for joining me live from the grooming table. This has been a fantastic Monday and full of surprises because of you guys. You're always surprising me in my live stream and saying, let's do this, let's do that. Hey, I'm game. I like that kind of stuff. So once again, I hope to see you all here next Monday as we are going to start discussing coat care and coat types. I think that would be a good thing for us all. So many of us are already grooming our own dogs, or at least bathing them and brushing them. And I think discussing some specifics on coat types and things, how to handle the coat types would be very beneficial. So we'll get to it. I will see you. Scout says goodbye. Yeah, Scout. Oh, you was sleeping. It's okay. Oh, open your eyes. You're okay. Oh, you look so tired. Scout says, I'll see you soon, guys. It was fun. All right, how about a subscriber showdown for you? I love you. I will see you next Monday. Have a fantastic week.